Hello and welcome back to Vault Holocron, where today I will be explaining the Zygerrians. Zygerrians are the humanoid feline species which built an empire off of slavery. Zygerrians can have blue, brown, grey, pink or red fur, and eyes which can be blue, gold, green or silver. Zygerrians come from the planet Zygerria and have a monarchy system which is served by the Prime Minister and the Royal Guard. Now I am going to speak about all known Canon Zygerrians. First up we have Agras, which was a slave master and was keeper of the slave processing facility during the Clone Wars. He was killed when Rex impaled him with an electro staff. Next is Darts Dinar, a male which worked with the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Now for Omus Krill, a male guard during the Clone Wars. Next up is Madal, a female which ran a small slave empire on Oon. In 5 BBY, Madal received a shipment of slaves from Lothal. She chose Sabine to be her personal servant. However, Sabine had chosen to be captured and disabled her shock collar. She also taught the other slaves how to disable their shock collars. Madal fought Sabine for this, losing the battle. After this, Madal expected to be executed, but was let free. After this, she felt that she had nothing left to live for, and so Sabine told her to channel her talents into fighting the Empire. Now for Atai Molek, a male which was Prime Minister and head of the Royal Guard on Zygerria. He brought Anakin to Queen Miraj Sintel when Anakin, Ahsoka, Kenobi and Rex infiltrated Zygerria. He found out Kenobi after Kenobi tried to free a slave. He put Kenobi on trial for the Jedi's crimes against the Zygerrian Empire, causing Anakin and Ahsoka to reveal themselves and attack. The Jedi lost. Molek wanted to kill Anakin and Kenobi, but Queen Miraj Sintel wouldn't allow it. Molek called Dooku to meet him on Zygerria due to the Queen's defiance in killing the Jedi. When Dooku arrived, the Queen was killed. Later, Molek became king and had a son. Next is Oxan, a male smuggler which was part of Anatola's crew. They went on a mission to destroy Kat Saka's farm on Batuu, but were stopped by Ogre Garra's thugs. Garra was the crime boss on Batuu. Tolla wanted to blow up the farm and go down with it to avoid capture, and so Oxan wrestled the detonator out of her hand and accepted his capture. Next up is Rainey, a male leader of a small group of Zygerrian slavers on Ald Mantell, not long after the Empire was established. He wished to rebuild the Zygerrian slave operation. His group had a ranker called Muchi, which was liberated by Clone Force 99. Now for Miraj Sintel, the Queen of Zygerria during the Clone Wars. When Anakin, Kenobi, Ahsoka, and Rex infiltrated Zygerria, Sintel met Anakin, who was pretending to be a slave master. Anakin quickly impressed Sintel, especially after offering Ahsoka as a slave. Once the Jedi were found out, Sintel wished to use Anakin as her slave. Sintel used Kenobi, Ahsoka and Rex as leverage to get him to be loyal to her. Dooku came to Zygerria and asked to execute the Jedi, but Sintel refused. Dooku then choked Sintel for her disobedience. Dooku dropped her to fight Anakin, who after this ran to the Takora with Sintel. Sintel then told Anakin where Kenobi, Rex, and the Togruta colonists were. Next is Hask Taff, a female director. She worked with Anita Fair to make a documentary and recreation of the horrific events at the Antar atrocity. Let's just say the Empire wasn't best pleased with this, with pro-Imperials classing her as a master of HoloNet manipulation. The Imperial Security Bureau ordered her assassination. Luckily, one of the people she collected information from for the movie, called Teller, gave her a place to hide from the Empire. Taff started to work as a rebel and went on a mission to steal Tarkin's ship, the Carrion Spike, so that they could use the ship to attack Imperial bases and film it. They managed to steal a ship, but were tracked down even after hyperspace jumps. They were incriminated by holovid recordings. Eventually, after sustaining damage, Taff and the other rebels abandoned the ship. Not long after, Hask fought against the Empire in a naval battle, getting caught. She was then interrogated and eventually killed in private. She was killed privately as to not become a martyr for the rebellion. Next up is Farzala Tarabel, a male Padawan during the High Republic. Like many other Padawans, Tarabel was stationed on the academic cruiser, Starhopper. There he received training from Master Yoda and Master Torban Buck, and learned about the Jedi. Tarabel was close friends with the Padawans Lula Talisola and Court. In around 232 BBY, after the Trimont system was in danger due to the Great Hyperspace disaster, the Starhopper was sent to aid them due to it being the nearest Jedi ship. Tarabel and the other Padawans were sent to help civilians on the ground with the debris. The Jedi were helping civilians and came across a Nihil cruiser. The Nihil were marauders which felt that the growth of the Galactic Republic was stealing their territory. The Jedi confronted the Nihil, asking to use the cruiser to evacuate civilians. The Nihil refused, shooting at the Padawans. The Padawans deflected the bolts and decided to try and steal the cruiser. A piece of debris hurtled towards the Jedi, causing Marala to hold it back with the Force. This caused the Jedi to be surrounded by Nihil. The Eye of the Nihil, this is the position held by the leader, Marchion Ro, ordered the Jedi's deaths. The Jedi were about to fight the Nihil when Yoda and Buck came to rescue them. The Jedi fought the Nihil, with Tarabel taking a group of them by himself. The Nihil then fled when a Republic cruiser arrived. After this, the Jedi planned to take down the Nihil. Now for Tozan, a female Jedi Master which wielded a double-bladed yellow lightsaber. Next is unidentified Zygerrian cultist, Ally, a member of the Frangul cult. This was a cult which worshipped the Bardotan demon of war. Next up is unidentified Zygerrian overseer, a male which worked as an overseer at the spice mines on Kessel during the Clone Wars. Now for unidentified Zygerrian pirate, a female member of the gang led by Captain Gorm during the Imperial era. Next is unidentified Zygerrian queen, a female which was Queen of Zygerria in the early years of the Galactic Empire. Next up is Zygerrian auctioneer, a male slave auctioneer. He was the auctioneer in 20 BBY for the Zygerrian Slave Empire's Royal Slave Auction. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and bye.